Alright, so here we have my Unreal project, and I've switched to a different scene and have taken a bit of a whack at making some terrain, which is turning out not bad. The forest of bushes is kind of odd, but there's no other default props in terms of foliage to use, and it would take a lot of time to come up with a tree prop to use. I'd probably find something online, but for the sake of this project, this will work. So basically I have used a plane, given it some water texturing, although it seems to be missing a lot of detail, to make this lake, and then used the terrain sculpting tools to build the mountains, and I've made a texture material palette that has all the textures on it. I should just bring that up real quick. Essentially, I took a stone, and a grass texture and made a landscape material with it. Now this should just pull the editor up. There we go. Now basically, we'll just bring that in here. I have... Oh, come on, move over. I need more screen space here. Basically, I have the landscape coordinates. Three of those, three of the textures, the normals, and then they're going through the layer blend and into the landscape material main element there. So that is what we're getting. So we have our layers and everything. And I probably didn't choose the best stone texture, but I have begun to sort of understand this, and so we have a bit of... I need to rebuild the lighting so it really looks properly without all these seams, but we have kind of some blending happening here between the dirt and the grass. It's not the absolute best blending, but it's definitely... If I can... let's just go here and see if I can zoom in here. I find one issue with this is this terrain is hard to zoom in. Oh, there's kind of... Oh, I wonder if it's just the water scale that's set sort of odd. It looks like the skybox reflecting off the water, but like it's zoomed in big time, so I need to adjust the scale. Either way, you can kind of see how the stone turns into grass there, and... Or the dirt, that's dirt. Yeah, the dirt turns into grass. I was kind of trying to make like a beach thing along the lake here, but obviously you need more of a sand texture for that. So we'll just kind of make a quick little run here. I don't want this video to get too big because already it's like freaking massive. Video files, man, they're huge. So I put some rocks up on the mountain here. Again, it's the default prop. There's not been very many that come with the software, but they're enough to kind of get the basics of this. And of course, there's no collision data with these, so I can just kind of run through them. And with the brush, it just sort of randomized and dropped them everywhere, so I can adjust the settings to make it drop more rocks or more bushes or whatever. And there's actually like all kinds of little lakes and mountains and stuff going on here. This could be a very neat piece of terrain, although the scale is still a little small. I mean, I just climbed a mountain and it took about as long as it would take to walk down the blocks, so the scale is probably could use a bit of upsizing if I were going to use this for an actual full-on project. But yeah, there we go. Basics of making terrain. I think I'm kind of getting the hang of this. And up here, as you can see, we have the stone texture, although I used a bad stone texture. It's actually kind of like quarried stone, which obviously on top of a mountain you wouldn't find quarried stone, but for the sake of this project, it will suffice.